In the sprawling underhives of Hive World Thorn, where darkness reigned and the cries of the downtrodden echoed through labyrinthine passages, a sense of dread hung heavy in the stagnant air. For the inhabitants of this hive city, nightmares were not confined to the realm of dreams. They were a cruel reality. And on this fateful night, the shadows would birth horrors beyond imagining. In the heart of Thorn's underhives, a clandestine meeting of outcasts and rebels convened in secret. Among them was Tamsin Draven, a young scavenger with a spirit unbroken by the oppressive rule of the hive's overlords. With whispers of rebellion and defiance, they plotted to overthrow their oppressors and claim freedom from the shackles of tyranny. But their plans were soon to be shattered by a far more sinister force, the Dark Eldar, twisted kin of the craft world Eldari who thrived on pain and suffering. From the dark depths of the webway, the Drukhari emerged like specters from the void, their sleek ships gliding silently through the shadows of the underhives. As the night wore on, Tamsin and her fellow rebels found themselves ensnared in a nightmare beyond their darkest imaginings. Dark Eldar warriors, clad in shadowy armor and wielding weapons forged in the fires of agony, descended upon the unsuspecting denizens of Thorn with merciless precision. Caught in the crossfire of the raid, Tamsin fought valiantly alongside her comrades, but their resistance was futile against the sadistic prowess of the Drukhari. With blinding speed and deadly precision, the Dark Eldar struck down their prey, their gleaming blades carving through flesh and bone with brutal efficiency. In the chaos of the raid, Tamsin was separated from her companions and captured by the Dark Eldar, her fate sealed as she was dragged aboard one of their sinister vessels. As the ship vanished into the depths of the webway, Tamsin found herself plunged into a nightmare realm where pain was currency and torment was art. Within the dark confines of the Drukhari's torturous realms, Tamsin's captors reveled in her suffering, subjecting her to unspeakable horrors that defied comprehension. Each day brought new agonies, experiments conducted with callous disregard for her humanity, rituals that delved into the darkest recesses of her mind, and tortures that left her body broken and her spirit shattered. But amidst the despair, Tamsin refused to surrender to the darkness that threatened to consume her. With every ounce of her strength, she clung to the flickering ember of hope that burned within her heart, a defiant spark amidst the suffocating darkness. In her moments of respite, Tamsin glimpsed the twisted society of the Drukhari, a realm of decadence and depravity where pain was revered as the highest form of pleasure. Haunted by the grotesque spectacles that unfolded before her eyes, she witnessed acts of unspeakable cruelty and depravity that chilled her to the core. Yet, even as she bore witness to the horrors of the Drukhari's realm, Tamsin's spirit remained unbroken. With each passing day, she resolved to defy her captors and escape the clutches of the Dark Eldar, no matter the cost. In a daring bid for freedom, Tamsin seized an opportunity to break free from her chains, rallying fellow captives to her cause as they staged a daring escape from the heart of the Drukhari's lair. With the echoes of their tormentors' laughter ringing in their ears, they fled into the twisting labyrinth of the webway, determined to evade capture and find a way back to the realm of the living. But the Drukhari were not so easily thwarted. Pursued by their relentless tormentors, Tamsin and her companions fought tooth and nail to survive, their journey fraught with danger at every turn. With each passing moment, the shadows of the webway threatened to engulf them, their pursuers closing in with relentless determination. As they neared the edge of the Drukhari's realm, Tamsin and her fellow escapees braced themselves for one final confrontation with their tormentors. With blades drawn and hearts ablaze with defiance, they stood their ground against the Dark Eldar, prepared to fight to the bitter end. But as the battle raged on, a blinding light pierced the darkness, heralding the arrival of an unexpected savior. The Eldari of craft world Ulthwé, ancient enemies of the Drukhari who had come to rescue their kin from the clutches of the Dark Eldar. In a stunning display of martial prowess, the Eldari warriors clashed with the Drukhari, their graceful movements a stark contrast to the sadistic brutality of their foes. With the tide of battle turned in their favor, Thompson and her companions seized the opportunity to flee, guided by their newfound allies towards the relative safety of the webway's twisting passages. As they ran, the echoes of their footsteps reverberated through the dark corridors, mingling with the anguished cries of the defeated Drukhari. Emerging from the depths of the webway, Tamsin and her companions found themselves back in the mortal realm, their bodies battered and their spirits scarred by the horrors they had endured. But despite the pain and suffering they had endured, they were alive, a testament to their resilience in the face of unimaginable adversity. As they made their way back to the underhives of Hive World Thorn, Tamsin and her companions vowed never to forget the horrors they had witnessed in the realm of the Drukhari. Though the scars of their ordeal would never fully heal, they carried with them a newfound strength forged in the crucible of suffering, a strength that would guide them in their quest for justice and redemption in a galaxy plagued by darkness. And as the echoes of the Dark Eldar raid faded into memory, Tamsin Draven stood as a beacon of hope amidst the shadows, a living testament to the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to be broken by the horrors of the void. For even in the darkest of nights, there is always a flicker of light, a spark of defiance that refuses to be extinguished by the encroaching darkness.